All right, guys, so today we need to talk about Jojopyun for a couple of different reasons. One, we have the fact that the LEC official account has now tweeted, "Welcome to the LEC. Jojopyun joins the newly rebranded Movistar KOI for 2025. Again, this was Mad Lions KOI previously. Now they're going to be Movistar KOI. So just to kind of clear up any confusion there, I know people have been really confused over the past couple years with KOI kind of bouncing around from different organizations and different names and all that stuff. But this is now official. Now, obviously, this isn't shocking. We've reported this for a while. We've known that Jojopyun was most likely or very, very likely or entirely going to join KOI in the mid lane. And KOI has a pretty interesting team for next season. This is pretty exciting. Obviously, KOI was, or Mad Lions KOI last year were a pretty strong team. They had some ups and downs, but they made it to Worlds. They had some very, very nice pieces. Obviously, Elyoya's a beast. Supa, stole the hearts of lots of people in the LEC last year. And now Jojopyun joining them in the mid lane. This could be a very, very exciting team. But also, we have the fact that Movistar KOI tweeted out this new video of Jojopyun, his announcement video. And this video is really fun. It's high quality. It's really cool. I do hope and think that obviously KOI's plans throughout the season are to do a lot of content and to do some really, really big things and to do some high production value stuff, which I think the esports scene has always needed greatly. And I think a lot of teams have done a very, very poor job of putting out, consistent, compelling content, actually being engaging with their fans and audiences, trying to grow. But I think teams are realizing more and more and more that this is an essential part of it. Esports and competition, it's high level competition, but it's also entertainment at the end of the day. You need to get people to care. You need to try to grow your fan base. And obviously, Ibai, KOI, they know all about this. I think they're going to do that. And Jojopyun is a great guy to have at the center of that. And I think that's honestly why there is a lot of value in maybe some of these NA players, because historically, EU's maybe been the better region or the more competitive region or whatever, but NA has sometimes had more drama, more excitement, more entertainment, more compelling storylines. It's just kind of been a little bit different. But now bringing Jojopyun over, having him be the first ever import from North America coming over to the LEC is going to be fun. But in this video, he calls out everybody, and he is already starting the trash talk. He is already starting the rivalries and all that good stuff. I do think it's kind of funny at the beginning. I don't know if we can click through and find this, but he does talk about how he's going to be the first import from NA to EU. He's like, oh, how could you imagine an NA player coming over to EU? He does say that, like, hey, NA, I got bored of it because they're all a bunch of frauds. Now, obviously, that's pretty funny after coming over from NA and not even making Worlds last year, but also at the same time, like he says, he's I believe the youngest LCS player to ever win the title. He did a bunch of cool things. He was really, really strong and dominant through a lot of his time in the LCS. Obviously, it didn't end on the highest moment, but also at the end of the day, League of Legends is a team game. You could argue he didn't have his best season or best splits or whatever with Cloud9, but I don't think he was the only issue on Cloud9 or anything like that. So starts out by calling out North America, and that's going to be super fun and super interesting. Now, I don't know if KOI is going to be able to make it to any international events this year. Obviously, the LEC looks very competitive. G2 is going to be great. Fnatic is going to be great. There's going to be some other teams. BDS is going to be strong. K-Corp is going to be strong. It's possible KOI could hopefully rise up and compete for titles and go to international events. We don't know. But if Jojopyun ever does get to compete against those North American teams, that's going to be instant storylines. That's going to be instant headlines, instant entertainment. Seeing if Jojopyun can take down NA and trash talk them, or if NA is going to prove to be stronger, because again, as of late, North America has had some better results at international tournaments. They've made it to quarterfinals of the last two Worlds when EU has kind of struggled at Worlds. Obviously, EU's largely been seen as a one-team region for the past couple of years. Yeah, G2's been great, but they've even been falling short a little bit. And other than G2, it's not like the other teams have been head and shoulders above the North American teams by any means. So that'll be something to watch out for. But then we also get this segment of the video where they show Jojopyun all the other LEC mid laners, and I wanted to show you guys what he has to say about them, because I think this part is pretty funny, and it's going to start a lot of the discussion and hopefully get some back and forth going.
He's gonna get cooked. Who is that? I don't even know who that is. But wait, is the logo the same? Oh no, I'm probably the same shit. Who? Next. No comment. Pass. This is your GOAT? I'm gonna expose this fraud. Why do you guys keep showing me these randoms? Pass. Overrated. Washed up. Next person. This guy got Rookie of the Year? At least he must be trash. Finally, a real opponent. You guys already know why I came to this region.
So obviously he goes in by saying, hey, you know why I came to this region? It's to take down Caps. It's to take on Caps. And it's funny because throughout a lot of this video, he says he doesn't even know who these players or teams are. And honestly, I believe him. It's funny because it's trash talk, but also at the same time, he's coming from North America where it doesn't really seem like he's followed or watched the LEC much. I don't think he knows a lot of these people. And you do have a lot of, that's kind of the problem that outside of G2 and Fnatic, a lot of these teams and players don't have very big brands. They haven't been very interesting. They haven't been very intriguing. They haven't done a good job of kind of garnering that international attention or anything like that. So I think it is funny. But again, now everybody has bulletin board material. Jojo has given everybody something, whether he's going to cook that fraud, whether humanoid's overrated, whether he doesn't even know who you are. There's going to be a ton of people who I'm sure would love to say, hey, now you know who I am after they clap Jojo this year, or who Jojo's going to continue to be like, hey, I don't even know who you are. I still don't know who you are. I know that I, shit on you or whatever. Who knows what's going to happen? It's going to be absolutely hilarious. This video is already popping off. There's only a couple hours old. It's already got 300,000 views, and you see everybody in the replies. Giant X tweeting out, we're going to have fun next year, which, yes, they are going to have fun. It's going to be very exciting. K-Corp tweeting out Vladdy's son, which this has been a huge thing. Jojopyun tweeted a while ago, like, help pick my solo queue name for me or whatever, and a bunch of K-Corp fans said he should change his name to Vladdy's son, which is hilarious. You have tons of people trash talking, tons of people getting excited. The KOI fans are ready, the KOI K-Corp games are going to be insane. The KOI G2 games are going to be insane. KOI Fnatic, Jojo against Humanoid, all of these things are going to be crazy. And I know, Jojo at the end of the day is a very, very talented player. And what's crazy is we can look at this. He's only 20 years old. He just turned 20 years old. He's born in 2004, which is so gross. That makes all of us feel so old. It's so insane. And I know a ton of people are going to say, hey, you just came up short in the LCS. You didn't even get things done with Cloud9. You're not even good. You're not even worth the hype, whatever. But also at the same time, when we look at our sheep stats from last year, in the summer, we had him rated as the second best mid laner in the LCS. And even if we go back to the spring split, we had him ranked as the third best mid laner in the LCS. And this was even when Cloud9, had 11 wins and 12 losses. It's not even like they were that great of a team or that dominant of a record or anything like that. So again, Jojopyun has done amazing things already in his short career. He has a very, very fun, aggressive, crazy play style. He likes to, people have called him like NA Chovy and stuff like that. He's had big moments. He's had highlights. He can play all different kinds of champions. And even in a down year for him where things didn't go that well, his stats were still very, very strong and he was still very, very talented. And I do think that the Cloud9 issues and things going on behind the scenes maybe impacted him and the team a little bit more than people are necessarily acknowledging or giving credit. I don't know. Is Jojo going to come in and be a beast? Is he going to come in and be a flop? Either way, it's going to be entertaining. Either way, it's going to be crazy. And either way, I think it's going to be great for the region. I think people getting excited about this on both sides, either getting behind Jojo, backing up the trash talk, also LCS fans tuning in to see how he's going to do, or people trash talking him when he comes up short. I think it's going to be so motivating. Jojopyun has ended up in a good situation on a good team in a year where he has a ton to prove, and he's talking trash the whole way. He hasn't stopped. He's never going to stop, and I can't wait. I think this is going to be so much fun, and I love the Jojo and KOI strategy so far, and I hope they do continue to keep this up the rest of the year. I hope they continue to make high-quality content, and I hope the rest of the LEC keeps up and matches their energy in this regard. But also real quick, just wanted to mention that obviously everything we are doing here at Sheep Esports is powered by Holy, so make sure you guys go check out that first link in the description below. Pick up some Holy, discount code SE5 to get €5 off your first purchase, SE10 to get 10% off your entire basket. Holy, great tasting energy drinks that also just so happen to be healthier than the competition. Hopefully I catch you guys in the next one. Until then, peace.